Every morning, as you open your eyes to greet the new day, the words you say to yourself can lay the foundation for a day filled with strength, peace, and clarity. Or, conversely, they can pull you into a cycle of doubt, regret, and worry. Whether you realize it or not, your first thoughts upon waking shape your emotions, attitude, and decisions throughout the day. And as you grow older, your mind will become your most understanding companion or greatest adversary. This depends entirely on how you train and guide it. Many people enter the later years of life with a heavy heart, carrying the weight of unfinished memories, unchangeable regrets, and an uncertain future. They may feel lost, disconnected from the fast-moving world, or even convinced that their best days are behind them. But the truth is, every new day is an opportunity. While no one can turn back time or fully control what lies ahead, you still have the power to choose how you respond. You can allow your mind to wander in negativity, or take charge and steer it toward a more positive and meaningful direction. The simplest way is to start each morning with powerful and intentional words. Not empty affirmations meant only for temporary motivation, nor vague positive thoughts, but words that ground you in reality while empowering you to walk through each day with peace, dignity, and determination. These words act as a compass, helping you maintain a steady mind, shielding your heart from unnecessary worries, and reminding you of the wisdom you have accumulated over the years. If you are in the later stage of life, consider making these words a morning ritual, a habit that helps you maintain optimism and lays the foundation for living each day to the fullest. They are not magic spells, but if you say them with true conviction and let them sink deep into your thoughts and actions, you will notice a shift in the quality of your life in ways you never expected. Not because your circumstances have changed, but because your life approach has transformed. And sometimes that is the key to turning each day into one worth living. Every morning, how you start your day can determine your mood, thoughts, and actions for the rest of it. When you wake up, the words you tell yourself are not just simple phrases. They can be a source of strength, helping you navigate challenges, maintain a positive spirit, and embrace life more fully. You don't need grand gestures or sudden, drastic changes to live a meaningful life. Sometimes, all it takes is beginning the day with the right mindset and words. These powerful statements guide your thoughts and reinforce your confidence, fueling you with the motivation to act in the best way possible. Now let's explore 5 essential statements you should remember every morning. These are not just fleeting words of encouragement, but affirmations that can shift your perspective, helping you live each day more fully and meaningfully, and ultimately, allowing you to build a life you truly cherish. Statement 1. Today, I will find something to be grateful for. Gratitude is not merely an emotion, but a choice, a way of perceiving life that can transform both your mind and heart. When you learn to appreciate what you have, you realize that peace is not something distant or unattainable, but rather the natural outcome of cultivating gratitude daily. It becomes a guiding light, helping you recognize beauty in the smallest moments and find joy despite life's inevitable challenges. No matter your age or circumstances, there is always something to be grateful for. It might be the quiet serenity of the morning when the first rays of sunlight gently warm your surroundings. It could be the comforting sensation of sipping a cup of fragrant coffee or the familiar sound of a loved one's voice. It may be a cherished memory from the past, a valuable lesson life has taught you, or even the simple yet profound gift of waking up to another day. Another chance to love, grow, and make meaningful contributions. Gratitude does not erase difficulties, but it shifts your perspective on them. When you begin your day by consciously searching for something to appreciate, you start to see life through the lens of what has been lost and the richness of what remains. Gratitude redirects your focus toward what is present, rather than dwelling on what is gone, allowing you to perceive opportunities where others might see obstacles. Most importantly, it serves as a gentle reminder that, regardless of your life stage, or how much time has passed, there are always beautiful things worth cherishing. When gratitude becomes a natural part of daily life, you will notice a profound internal transformation. Your mind becomes lighter, no longer burdened by unnecessary worries. You begin to view life with softer eyes, not fixated on what has slipped away, but instead appreciating the treasures surrounding you. Once weighed down by regrets or wounds, your heart opens itself to embrace the simple joys that may have gone unnoticed. Aging, like every other phase of life, brings inevitable changes. You may no longer move with the same agility, accomplish tasks as effortlessly, or hold on to certain aspects of the past as tightly as before. But when you live with gratitude, you understand that you still have the power to decide how you perceive life, what deserves your attention, and, most importantly, how you will embrace the time you have left. You can choose to live with appreciation rather than regret. You can find happiness in life's simplicity rather than chasing what has already passed. You can nurture a peaceful spirit, unshackled from anxieties about the future or lingering guilt over the past. And when gratitude truly becomes your compass, you will awaken each morning to a gift, not just another day. You will begin to see beauty in every moment. The golden sunlight streaming through the window, the birds singing outside your door, the warmth of a heartfelt conversation with someone dear. You will value every opportunity to love, share, learn, and relish all that life still offers. Ultimately, life is not measured by what you have lost, but by how deeply you cherish what you still have. Statement 2. Today, I will treat myself with the same kindness I offer to others. It is strange how we can spend a lifetime loving, understanding, and forgiving others, yet be so harsh and unforgiving toward ourselves. We find it easy to comfort a friend when they make a mistake, to encourage a loved one when they stumble, and to forgive others for their shortcomings. But when we fall short, we become our own harshest critics, relentlessly replaying our failures, holding on to guilt, and burdening ourselves with regrets that do nothing but weigh us down. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you treated yourself with the same compassion you extend to others? What if you spoke to yourself with the same gentleness you offer to the people you love? What if you allowed yourself to make mistakes, learn and grow without unnecessary shame or prolonged regret? Each morning, remind yourself that you deserve love, patience, and understanding. You do not have to be perfect to be worthy. You do not have to be strong all the time to be valued. Your worth is not measured by the mistakes you have made in the past, but by the way you choose to embrace yourself in the present moment. You will notice a profound shift within when you begin to practice self-compassion. Your days will feel lighter because you no longer force yourself to meet impossible standards. The burdens you carry will feel smaller because you no longer add unnecessary weight to your shoulders. Most importantly, your heart will feel freer because you are no longer at war with yourself. Instead, you will have become your own greatest ally. Being kind to yourself does not mean indulgence or avoidance of responsibility. It means fairness. You have spent a lifetime uplifting and encouraging others. Now, it is time to allow yourself to receive that same kindness. Statement 3. Today, I will focus on what I can still do, not on what I have lost. As time passes, aging brings inevitable changes that no one can escape. The body is no longer as agile. Endurance may diminish, and certain abilities may not be what they once were. Tasks that used to be effortless can now present new challenges. And at times, these limitations may make you feel as though you have lost too much. But the truth is, while some things may have changed, you still have so much to appreciate, so much to contribute, and so many opportunities to enjoy life in new and meaningful ways. Take a moment to reflect on what you can still do. You may no longer run as swiftly as before, but you can walk steadily, savoring the beauty of the world around you. You may no longer work with the same intensity as you once did, but now you can pursue hobbies and passions that were once set aside. You may not possess the same youthful energy, but have wisdom, experience, and invaluable life lessons that only time can bestow. If you choose to focus on what remains possible each morning, instead of dwelling on what has been lost, you will discover that life still holds an abundance of joy waiting to be embraced. You will see that limitations are not barriers, but rather invitations to explore new possibilities, adapt, and appreciate aspects of life you may have previously overlooked. People often say, when one door closes, another one opens. But sometimes, that door does not open independently. You must seek it out yourself. When you accept that life is constantly evolving, and you still have the power to shape your experiences, you will realize that aging is not an endpoint, but a new chapter. A chapter where you can live fully, differently, but just as meaningfully as ever. Statement 4. Today, I will not waste my energy on things I cannot change. There is a truth that everyone must come to accept. Not everything in life is within our control. Yet, too many people spend precious time and energy worrying about, regretting, or resenting things that they simply cannot change. Over time, this habit only drains their strength, leaving them exhausted and frustrated, without making any real difference. The past cannot be rewritten, words once spoken cannot be taken back, and people who have left your life may never return. There are mistakes that no regret can undo, just as there are individuals who, no matter how much you wish otherwise, will never change. And some circumstances will unfold in their way, regardless of your desires. However, one thing always remains within your power: your response to it all. You can choose to hold on to resentment or release it and find peace. You can dwell on regrets or be grateful for what you still have. You can waste your energy on things beyond your reach or focus on what you can control. Your choices, your attitude, and how you embrace each day. Imagine waking up each morning and reminding yourself that you will not waste another moment worrying about what is out of your hands. You will feel a newfound lightness in your mind, a greater openness in your heart, and a sense of freedom from letting go of unnecessary burdens. You will experience a release, not because the world around you has changed, but because your approach to it has. And that, in itself, is the key to a more peaceful and meaningful life. Statement 5. I am still here, which means my life still has meaning. As the years pass, many people fall into a sense of emptiness, believing that their best days are behind them. They wake up each morning not excitedly, but with a vague sadness, feeling as though they are merely existing rather than truly living. They may convince themselves that they are no longer important, that no one needs them, and that nothing is left worth striving for. But that is far from the truth. If you are still here and have breath in your lungs, your life still has meaning. You still have value. You still have experiences waiting to be lived, lessons to be shared, and contributions to make. Think about all you have learned over the years, the wisdom, insights, and stories that no one else can tell. Someone can benefit from your knowledge, be inspired by your journey, or be comforted by your words. You still have the ability to make a difference, no matter how small. A timely word of encouragement, a warm gesture, or an act of kindness can hold great meaning in someone's life. Aging is not an ending, but the beginning of a new chapter, filled with different opportunities. You still can love, connect, and appreciate life's simplest pleasures. A hot cup of tea, a heartfelt conversation with a loved one, or the quiet beauty of a sunset. These seemingly small moments prove that life is still unfolding, offering you reasons to cherish each day. When you start your mornings believing that your presence in this world matters, you will feel a profound shift within yourself. Your days will no longer feel like a monotonous cycle, but rather a collection of opportunities to experience, give, grow, and love. You will begin to find value in every moment, no matter how simple. A ray of morning sunshine, the warmth of a cup in your hands, a kind word exchanged between friends, or even the steady rhythm of your breath. You will also recognize that the relationships in your life are not mere coincidences, but meaningful connections that shape your journey. The smile you give to a stranger could brighten their day. A word of encouragement at the right time could make a difference. Even the most ordinary acts, offering a hug, showing concern, or expressing gratitude, carry more power than you realize. More importantly, you will no longer see yourself as someone passively drifting through time, but as an integral part of the world around you. You have a role, a purpose, and an influence, whether direct or indirect. When you accept this truth, you will no longer feel invisible, unneeded, or left behind. Instead, you will live with greater intention, with a heart open to all the experiences that life still has to offer. And when you embrace this perspective, each day will no longer feel like mere hours slipping away, but rather a journey worth savoring. You will wake up with anticipation, immerse yourself fully in each moment, and go to bed with peace, knowing that you have lived your day purposefully. Life is not measured by how many years we have, but by how we choose to cherish and appreciate each day we are given. As you wake up each morning, take a moment to say these 5 statements to yourself. Don't just repeat them mechanically. Speak them with conviction, sincerity, and a deep understanding that these words can transform your life. Because what you tell yourself daily is not just a set of phrases, it is a guiding force, shaping the way you think, feel, and act. Your mind is like a garden. The words you plant will determine what grows. If you allow negative thoughts, doubts, and worries to take root, they will spread, influencing your decisions and emotions. But cultivating positive thoughts, resilience, gratitude, and acceptance will create a space where your spirit can thrive, making you feel more at peace and prepared to navigate life's ups and downs. Remember, your thoughts do not exist in isolation. They shape your emotions. Your emotions, in turn, dictate how you respond to the world around you. And ultimately, your responses shape the course of your life. While you may not always control what happens to you, you always control how you react. And that control begins with the words you say to yourself every morning. So, start your day with wisdom, to see things more clearly. Choose strength, to face whatever challenges may come your way. Choose gratitude, to appreciate all that you have. When you fully embrace this practice, you will notice that everything around you begins to change. Not because the world has suddenly become easier, but because you have changed how you see and receive life. And that is the first step toward living a more meaningful life.